Part 3. The Third Call. It happened on a warm Sunday morning. One of those quiet, slow days when you wake up without an alarm, open the windows, and feel like the world is finally giving you a moment to breathe. I didn't plan to go anywhere. But after breakfast, something, boredom, restlessness, fate, I still don't know, pushed me to drive out of the city. No destination, just movement. The highway was almost empty. I let the road decide for me. 2 hours later, I found myself in a small town I had never visited before. The kind of place with wooden fences, lazy dogs lying in the sun, and a single main street that looked like it hadn't changed in 50 years. I parked near a sign that said, "Antique Market, Sundays only." Something about it drew me in. Maybe curiosity, maybe nostalgia. Maybe the part of me that had been quietly aching ever since the second call. The market was small, a few tents, old furniture, stacks of yellowed books, dusty china sets, tools nobody needed anymore. I walked slowly, touching things I knew I wouldn't buy. It felt like walking through other people's memories. Then I saw it. A table with metal boxes. Rusty, scratched, all different shapes, and among them, one box that froze me where I stood. Small, metal, with a dent in the corner. A dent I recognized, because I had caused it. When I was 12, I dropped it off Michael's porch steps. He laughed, said it gave the box character, and used it ever since. My fingers trembled as I lifted it. The latch clicked open with a familiar snap. Inside were letters, dozens of them, neatly bundled with a thin, frayed piece of thread. One stack had my name on it. I couldn't breathe. My vision blurred as I pulled out the first envelope. The handwriting, shaky, but unmistakably his, stared back at me. I opened the letter. "I don't know if this will ever reach you. I hope it does. I'm sorry." Just 3 sentences, but they hit harder than any long confession ever could. I opened another, and another. Each letter was a piece of our unfinished story. Memories of nights we talked until sunrise. Regrets about our stupid fight. Confessions of things he never said. Updates about his daughter. Thoughts about life, aging, loneliness. Fragments of the man he became without me. There were letters written when he was angry. Letters written when he was hopeful. Letters written from hospital rooms. Letters he probably knew he'd never send. And then, the last one. It was shorter than the others. More fragile. Ink faded. "If I don't find you in this life, I hope you'll find me somehow." I felt something break inside me. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly. Like an old board finally giving way after carrying too much weight for too many years. A shadow fell across the box. I looked up. The seller, an older man with kind eyes, was watching me. "Beautiful piece, isn't it?" he said. "Came in this morning. A woman brought it. Didn't want money, just said someone might need it more." My heart stopped. A woman. This morning. It had to be her. Michael's daughter. She had been here. She had brought the box. The letters. The memories. The apology I had avoided. The voice I had ignored twice. This was the third call. The one that didn't use a phone. The one that didn't need words. The one I could no longer run from. I bought the box. The seller wrapped it carefully, not knowing he was handing me the heaviest thing I had ever carried. I sat in the car for a long time, the box on my lap, listening to the ticking of the cooling engine. Then I did something I should have done years ago. I cried. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly. The way grown men cry when they finally understand something too late. When tears dried, I made a decision. I would find her. Not because I wanted forgiveness, not because I needed answers, but because some stories deserve to be finished even if the person who started them is already gone. I found her 2 weeks later. Not in some dramatic twist, not on a rainy night, not at a gravesite, not by accident. She worked at a small library. I simply walked in. She looked at me, recognized me instantly. I could tell by the way her eyes softened. We didn't need to introduce ourselves. She just said, "You found the box." and I answered. I should have answered the calls. We sat for hours, talking, crying, laughing softly at memories that belonged to two different generations, but the same man. When the library closed, she handed me something, a photo of Michael, older, grayer, but smiling, the same smile I remembered from when we were 12. I keep that photo now, and the box, and the letters, not as reminders of regret, but as reminders of something far more important. Some people leave our lives long before they leave the world, but they never stop calling us back, in memories, in coincidences, in regrets, in quiet Sundays at antique markets.